Today I want to speak to anyone who has ever faced a situation that looked impossible. Anyone who has walked through pain, disappointment, or seasons where it felt like everything was falling apart. We all have moments where life seems to write a painful ending. Maybe the doctor gave a diagnosis that shattered your peace. Maybe the marriage you believed in broke. Maybe your finances crumbled, your friendships faded, or your faith wavered. But here's the truth I want you to grab hold of. Life writes the first half of the sentence, but God writes the last word. The Bible is full of moments where everything seemed over, but God stepped in. Genesis 50:20. Joseph said to his brothers, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Sold into slavery, falsely accused, forgotten in prison, Joseph's life could have ended in bitterness, but God used it all to elevate him to purpose and save a nation. Psalm 73:26. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Even when our strength runs out, God steps in and becomes what we can't be for ourselves. Romans 5:8. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. We were lost in sin, undeserving, unqualified, but God loved us anyway. That phrase, "but God," is where everything changes. You were broken, but God began to heal. You were lost, but God called you by name. You were stuck, but God made a way. You were afraid, but God filled you with peace. You were in darkness, but God brought the light. Sometimes we look at our circumstances and think, "This is it, nothing will change, it's too late." But God is never too late. He's never surprised, and he's never done working all things together for the good of those who love him. Romans 8:28. So whatever you're facing today, I want you to say this with boldness: it looks bad, but God. Let those two words become the turning point in your thinking, in your praying, and in your believing. You may not see the full picture yet, but he's already painting beauty from ashes. He's already rewriting the story. He's already working behind the scenes. Life says it's over, but God says, "I'm just getting started. Hold on, trust him." Your "but God" moment may be just ahead.